to not give up on Nigeria Info FM. And in whatever you do, you may give up on the morning crossfire. Who cares? Give up on Hello Port Harcourt. I can't be bothered. But please, do not give up on the sunny side on Nigeria Info FM. Good afternoon to you. How you doing? It's a new week. It's a rainy Monday. And knowing the weather, I'm certain some areas in Port Harcourt or in Rivers State, the weather is the day is bright and fair. But you see, in this remote sea axis, getting to Obrikore Bridge, there was no rain. By the time you got to, the Kowazovia building, starts to rain. You probably may get to Choba and there's sun, You take it to Okoro and the weather is just cloudy, That's it. That's just how it is. And that's how the weather do. It's not how star do. That's just how the weather chooses to behave. I have missed you. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Constance Mega held it down for me. Thank you so much. On Friday, the point man, Carlo Akwe, was here in the studio. I was surprised, I was away, but I said, let me just check up on, to ensure that you guys are in safe hands. And I turned on the radio, and boom, I hear Carl's voice, and he had Mikwereman Man China Cheru here in the studio with him as a guest. And I saw your hot takes on congratulatory messages for appointments, and why are you congratulating somebody, really? I know that the Oracle Sam called. I know. I've been keeping tabs. I've been paying close attention. I don't leave you, I just had to. What's up? How you doing? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? What is popping? It's the 19th day in the month of August. Gradually, soon and very soon, we'll get to the end of this August that's just behaving anyhow. And I'm sure we'll get on to greater things in the month of September. This one says, I'll never give up on the sunny side as long as Didi is on air. I missed you, Didi. Oh, I missed you too. Acetyl COA from Mile 3 says, yo, and On Air Queen is back for good. Welcome. I miss you so much. I can't give up on Nigeria Info. Never, ever. What are we talking about today on the sunny side? Nonchalant employees. I came for you today. I came fully prepared because I've had it up to. You guys are doing a lot, but you're not doing a lot. A lot you are doing is trying to bring down someone's business and still expecting salary at the end of the day. So I am the Messiah, I am the voice in the wilderness that has been sent to address this particular issue. Because business owners, they don't know what to do. They report you, they sack you, they suspend you, you come back, you still are not behaving fine. We don't know your problem. So maybe you can help us understand why we assign you to a job and you decide not to do the work where, I don't know, maybe it's the salary that is not, in line with what you are supposed to do. You should have said it from the beginning, but you didn't. You agreed, and now it's time to do the job, and you're not doing the job. What is the problem? That kind of stuff. And now I'll be asking two questions. Is it in the place of an employee to worry about a business not making progress or profit? Why are some employees nonchalant really about their job, yet expect to get a pay or expect to get a salary? Now, in our usual manner, you know now. You can watch us live on X at Nigeria Info PH is our X handle, and our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On YouTube, we're Nigeria Info PH. Go there, watch us live. Most importantly, drop your comments in the comment section. These comments will be read in course of the conversation. In no distant time, after the introduction of the conversation and some background, I will open the phone line to start taking your calls and reading your messages. Still the sunny side, right here on Nigerian Fam. Denise Dennis Wallo. Do stay tuned. well, I will definitely not give up on the sunny side, neither would I give up on Nigeria info. But for this Port Harcourt weather, I have given up on it totally. Welcome back, Didi. All the OAPs that's waiting for you didn't shout yo yo yo. What shall thou do to them? No, forgive them, you know. Let it go. So it's time for business. What if, think about it. No, take a pause and think deeply about it. What if the problem of lack of patronage you are having or experiencing in your business is not your village people? That's if you have any, and if they know you and you know them as well. It's not a spiritual problem per se. Nobody is doing you. But you having the wrong set of staff with a wrong attitude towards your business and the work they have been assigned to do. One of these Saturdays, I had gone for a meeting, a Noodle Women meeting. And myself and my sister-in-law, we passed by a salon which is supposed to double as a makeup studio, which sold cosmetic products as well. So it was like a beauty shop. And my sister-in-law just mentioned that, see the girl inside there now, they sleep. Lie down, they sleep. This was like 11 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning. And you know, Saturdays are usually the days ladies take proper care or extra care to look bam. Saturdays are the days they will visit the salon. Manicure, pedicure, facials, hairdo, fixing, washing, setting, drying, braiding, installation of wigs, and even makeup, right? Because they will have weddings and parties and stuff to attend. So they need to do some touch-up. Some of them have photo shoots. Some of them, they are going to propose to them, that day. So they need to look like... It's the day that these people are supposed to be more active. But you see, the person in there is sleeping. And then she said something that, now the owner of this shop will be thinking that they cost her. They will not know that it's the person that she employed and kept there. That's, in short, she has experienced this kind of people before because she's into the hair, she's in the hairline, she does hair business. That these are the category of persons that are praying that customers will not even come to your shop. Solely because they don't want to do anything. They just want to sleep and relax. And probably press phone from morning till night. And then at the end of the month, they still want to collect salary. So this one will just come in the morning, probably open the shop. Then she will sweep. And then she will carry plates and go and look for food to eat. Then she will come back. Press phone. If power is restored, she charges her phone. Or the only time they pray for a customer to come into the shop is when their phone battery is low. That is if there is no electricity. So that they can use the opportunity of the customer needing the generator turned on to probably do makeup or do hair to power their phone. That's the only time they will want a customer to come. But beyond that, they just want to come and not do anything. So they are happy with the fact that there is no customer, so they can rest. As opposed to them being worried that, it's 11 o'clock, customer never come today. What is going on? Some of them will even come outside and do small business. But auntie, we used to do fine makeup here. I said, well, you may be right. But at the same time, what are the terms and conditions surrounding this work? And she says, no, don't say that. It's as if you're defending them. I said, no, I'm not. I agree with you. You see, I totally agree with you. But I see more of these sales reps or people coming out to literally fetch customers in a place where there's heavy competition. For instance, you go to certain plazas at certain key locations and you discover that there are more than 10 salons there. Come on! What is your girl doing sitting on that chair when customer have not walked into the salon? Your girl is the one that will go downstairs every fine lady that pass. Auntie, we used to do fine nails in our salon, Auntie, see your eyelashes. You need to change it. Come and do new, fresh eyelashes. Auntie, your hair old. Oh, come, let us wash it and set it and do it nice for you. Like 2 or 3, I've seen them. I mean, I've experienced them. If it's a barber shop, there are plenty barber shops there. You say, uncle, this is your dreadlock. You need to, they come and they talk to you. Even in the market, those people that used to shout, customer, anything for me, because they know that they sell pepper, the next person sells pepper, the other person sells pepper. If they don't do that, they're not going to see food to chop, right? So yes, maybe competition will make them sit up. However, for some businesses, it has become a norm. And it's not just in these other sectors. In some corporate organizations, people will dress up, wear a suit, not tie. Do they carry briefcases these days? I doubt. But they dress up, leave their houses to go to the office, to just go and mark attendance. I came to work today. Was she at work on Tuesday? Yes. Was she at work on Thursday? Yes. Did she miss any day? No. Okay, salary. But not wanting to do anything. Imagine going to a banking hall and the people at the counter, customer service, the cashiers and the rest of them are okay with no single customer walking into the banking hall and they say, I want to rest. I mean, imagine having a staff who prefers customer doesn't come so they can have less work to do and can rest during work hours. Listen, having less work to do, rest during work hours, and still expect to be paid at the end of the month. I mean, why expect to get paid for doing absolutely nothing? In fact, let me shock you. They will use your internet at the workplace to be watching TV. Film. During work hours. So you see them. You see the laptop. You see their computers. Now let me ask you. Is it in the place of an employee to worry about a business not making progress or profit? Let's assume that they did not mean for customers not to show up, but that they are not bothered that a customer is not showing up, and they're not asking the right questions. They're not finding out why. Is it in their place to worry? And then, why are some employees nonchalant about their job yet expect a salary? You're in charge of ensuring that there is diesel at the outlet, and you show up at work. You do not check if there is diesel. You do not check if the generator is up, and you don't bother to call the guy that comes for maintenance until the gen goes off. And they say, why is there no gen? You not say, maybe they say diesel don't finish. That there's a printer, and you don't ensure that there is ink or there is paper. And it's until a customer comes and needs this stuff. Madam, paper don't finish. Or got paper don't finish. Why? Now, if you're a business owner, maybe you've had that conversation with your staff members before and you can help us understand. If you work for someone and you probably have colleagues who behave in that manner, have you ever had a conversation with them as to why and the steps management took to ensure that this person does their job optimally? Now, if you're one of these persons too, maybe you can help us understand why it is okay for you to be okay with a business not progressing or making progress, making profit. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 0306416. Again, 0809 0306416. Nestle, thank you for the welcome back. I see it and I truly appreciate it. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, Madam.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? What's your name and where are you calling from?
You're
welcome.
Interesting conversation. Maybe I do business, and my business partners with other business. I'm into the digital marketing space.
Okay.
And that means I relate to so many businesses in Port Harcourt and outside Port Harcourt. but I must tell you that the mentality of doing business in Port Harcourt is why we are where we are in this city. Now, I will not blame the workers. All my blame 100% to go to the employers of these workers. You see, it is the music that the madams and the others play. That is what their workers dance to.
Tell me about that.
Hello?
With you. Tell me about it.
Okay, so it is the music that is playing that their workers dance to. If the madams and the others do not play this music, trust me, no worker will last 24 hours in the organization. They will be relieved of their job. Imagine when you interview a worker and from day one, you want the worker to hit the ground running. And when the workers requested for things that you ask, okay, what do you need to work and stuff like that. You give example of generators. The staff must have maybe reached to a big job should be finished at this point and all that. And the staff must have requested for it. And the madam or manager or somebody is reluctantly following up or even will not do anything about it. I've seen a staff said so. And the next time when that job needs to be serviced, the staff will not even bother because the last time I complained, nothing happened. But the things they complain about that did not happen are things they must have complained about that the madam and your dad did not even pay attention to. Reasons best known to them. I could go on and on to give you several examples. You see, you walk into an office. You know, I go out for marketing.
Okay.
And my marketing is, of course, to come and give value to your business. You see madam is sleeping. Madam, they sleep. In fact, even the staff, they tell you, say, how can we help you? Any problem? You are coming to a business person who is asking you any problem. And that simply means that staff is listening to madam. Because anyway a staff responds to you as a stranger, trust me, that is how the madam or organ has responded to you because they watch the way madam is attending to customers. That is how they will also respond to you as a customer. So I will not blame the staff. I will blame the organ and the madam.
Okay.
And let them come and debug my statement. Thank you.
Anthony from Omoko, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, Dennis. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, you see, this is a discussion and it's very interesting. But if you look at it, it is not only on the side of the employee that is responsible for a business not doing very well. Yes, there are a lot of factors. Thank God that these are able to experience two sides of the world, from the private and the public.
Okay.
When I was working with my uncle in Lagos, I remember those days when we come up with ideas on how to move this company. For them, we were doing all this. We were supplying diesel to companies and households. Hello?
I'm with you. I'm so solidly with you.
So when we bring up suggestions to my uncle there, who was the boss, my uncle does not really have time. He will bring a different opinion to counter what we that we on the feet know that to help the company to grow. So at a point in time, for me, I felt I have this kind of indifferent attitude. I was not concerned again about the growth of that business. Because if you're on the ground, you know what is happening. When you bring suggestions to the boss, supposed to know, let's do this, let's do that. But most often times, some bosses or some boss, they don't really care because they have other things to do. They are made of. So whatever that happens to you as an employee in that office, they don't care because they have other things. So they just open it. You say they are managers. They don't really care, except those that really have the interest of the company, of their own establishment. They will be with you in that office and they will know what is going on. But the ones that will just come, and they do, I can't come out. That one, even you as an employee, you will not do anything. You will stay and look. Hello?
I'm with you.
Yeah, and look. The same thing with when I thank God I had the opportunity to work with I know work like that.
Hey, you know what that? Dakuku from Eche, welcome to the sunny side. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, sunny side. Good afternoon.
Denise, go ahead.
So let me go to the point. You know, from certain things, where somebody is working and his wage in a monthly, that is where he'll be able to exercise and make sure that he maintains everything that is there. That is why most of neutralize it because it does not concern it. They see it as a government. But why government is paying them into those things to be taking care of those things? That's why I see most of them, when they bring drug in the hospital, they now neutralize that hospital. They don't care for anything that is happening there. I can say, my point, wherever you are doing, you make sure you maintain there. That is where you are getting your money every day. That's okay. When somebody, this is my business. When I will be able to care for that my business. This is my motto. I drive this motor for transport. I make sure that I maintain any little thing happen. I have to fix it and clean the motor, keep it neat. So that people will be feeling happy that this car is very neat and they're able to join me. But some people today, you give them a car, something like motor, they will not be able to care for that motor. They will leave it. Whatever happens, it does not concern them. But tomorrow, they'll be looking where to look for another thing. Wherever you are feeding, you end here. You have to be careful of that thing, whether your own, not your own.
Okay.
I guess any business, any company you are working, you have to be careful in anything happening in that company so that you'll be able to maintain that company.
All right. Good afternoon, Denise. Did you ask for the condition of the employee if he or she has eating or other conditions of service? It is even heartbreaking that you guys still have time to do makeup and all these petty businesses that do not add value to the economy. My brother, I cited an example. It was only an example, and I cited other examples, but you chose to pick on makeup and other petty things. And by the way, makeup are not petty things. It's someone's business. And it's adding to the economy, because if that person pays their tax and that person employs people, that person is removing people from the streets. So nothing is petty. I don't think there's any petty business. Not even the person selling onion and pepper in the market. They are contributing their quota to the economy. They are all part of the economy. They are all part of the people growing the gross domestic products and all of that. Just so you know. Back to your message. It is disheartening that at this time the Nigerians should embark on farm work so as to produce more food. Yet people are opening salons. And import artificial hair and all those useless hair products from China, thereby enriching the economy of Chinese, while we turn down to complain. And until we have a government that will cut down on useless business, that do not add value to the economy will continue to depend on China for everything. We have no business with all those salons that being in artificial hair and useless second-hand clothes that fill our streets. The news visit any of the major roads in Port Harcourt like Oil Mill, Mile 1 on Wednesdays and Thursdays and see the rubbish that people are displaying as sales. This cut across all the major cities in Nigeria, Lagos. Until we come back to our senses, the economy will continue to be zigzag. Most of the products brought in are not fit for human consumption. Justin, I think you have missed the conversation. We're talking about nonchalant employees. You may have missed it somewhere along the line. So draw your attention to the conversation. Is it in the place of an employee to worry about a business not making progress or profit? Why are some employees nonchalant about their job yet expect to get a salary? Zion from GRA. So sorry, Zion, you may have to call back. Now this one says, good afternoon, Didi. Exactly what is happening in some parts of UPTH. The Savicom, media, and cleaners in the isolation center, including other units, will be filled with staff doing nothing than moving around the hospital, and at the end of the month, they get paid, while clinical staff are dying with work and understaffed. Employment should be based on job demand and not man no man. This is from Mr. Amadi. Hello, presenter. About the topic on board, so many things are involved. 1. Some bosses are not nice at all. They get workers who work with their all, but they don't value them. They can't even appreciate them verbally or monetarily. These workers who are not being appreciated slow down in their contribution. I'm a victim of this kind of boss. Yes, she still has her good sides, but I put in too much in her work, but I earn little, and it's very frustrating, especially since I have needs, responsibilities and all. Salary is also being delayed most times. I plan on telling her my mind this period, and if I don't see improvement, I'm quitting. Some workers are naturally inconsiderate. All they are after is the money. They don't want to work hard for that money. I'm Val. Thank you. Thank you, Val. Ola from LMA. Welcome to the sunny side.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ola.
A good staff or a good worker should be concerned about the progress of the company. I don't see how I employ somebody and I'm not making profit and the person is aware the person balance and is expecting to collect salary. For example, I open a poultry farm or a fish farm, and I employ Mr. A to work there. And while he's working there, the fishes are dying or the birds are dying for whatever reason. And I have spent money to buy those birds. I've also spent money as well to feed them to some certain level. And these birds are dying, and you see it does not concern you. What concerns you, you make you collect salary. You're a bad worker. So such person, in fact, I would personally say such person is not productive. Because you are productive, I should see results. So that's what I feel. Any good employee should be concerned about the progress of the firm.
All right. Thank you. Ngozi from Omoko. Hi, Ngozi. Welcome.
All right. I want to contribute.
Turn off your radio set, please.
I like this topic keep packaging today. I like it a lot. In fact, let me tell you the way that every woman at home will understand. You see, the matter with the grand, they treat me for the left. I don't get friends. We get business. See, one thing with business is business policy. If you want to go into business, the first thing that should come on your mind is policy on how to grow the business, on how to maintain the business. But where this is lacking, the business will be lacking. It doesn't matter the kind of employee you bring into the business. Now, it gets some women where when there is a salon like that, where they use as instance now, they will stretch their leg, like them they press their phone. They develop these things as their attitude. Now then they possess their workers with such attitude. Some of them, because their husband are there away, I just don't come out, I just don't own a business. That is what they say. And Oga will be bringing in money. The money will not fold, the business will not fold because Oga is duplicating the business. Why they are doing nothing.
Ngozi, I understand you, Ngozi, but if I say I came here to do a job, is my conscience not supposed to, is it my conscience reckoning with me or me reckoning with my conscience that I've not really done anything this month to earn a salary, so why am I looking for a salary? Let me tell you the truth. Since you decided to bring the saloon instance I brought up, which is going to cause some, what I'm trying to say is, most people who go into salon business have no idea about the business, but they see it as a lucrative business. So guess what? They employ someone who knows the business to be in charge of other people who are either coming in to learn on the job or are also good at the business. So do you expect them to show up all the time? The answer is no. But they have someone that they have positioned there who is supposed to ensure returns. So any day they show up at the business place, whether it's a supermarket, whether it's a salon, whether it's a hair shop, wherever it is, their job is just to, how on a day? They have managers for that. I know someone who owns a restaurant who is not based in Port Harcourt. 2 restaurants. And then there's a branch outside Port Harcourt. He's not based. But then there's the manager. I'm not here, but I have this branch here. And you're supposed to manage this place. So you ensure that everything goes right. Now, if that manager doesn't do his job, do you blame the employer who is not in Port Harcourt for the attitude of the manager and the other staff members? You came asking for this job. I gave you this job. Your job is to cook. Your job is to clean. Your job is to ensure there are supplies. Your job is to ensure that this whole ACs are working. Your job is to ensure that this microphone is working. This console is working. The TV screens are working. The computers are working. And because I am not there, or because I do not have an idea of what mic working, console working, and all of this entails, it means you should now relax. Now, when all of these things fail, and there is no revenue coming in, I should still come and pay you. So their nonchalant boss is quite all right. Nonchalant, very nonchalant. They don't have any business being in business at all. But you, the employee who says you came to work, went through interviews, say, I can work. Call me workist. In short, Call me from today, my surname is workaholic. And then you don't do anything. You don't care. You are standing close to where something is going bad. And you can actually stop this thing from going bad. But you say, it's not my business, so. Tax people come to the office and they say people are owing tax. And you say, sure, I'm not in your accounting department. What is my own business? They want to lock up the place. Let them lock up the place. Okay. I think you guys should also take a look at some of those things or engagements that we call because Nigeria, they don't contribute much to the economy, mostly cheap and fake products from China. And yet scarce foreign exchange is used to import those so-called goods into the country at the expense of manufacturing. The Nigerian economy can't thrive without manufacturing. Yes, but that's not what the conversation is about. Let's learn to stick to the conversation. Denise, who should be more concerned about the growth and progress of the business? Oga, madam, or staff? You invest millions and you want someone that walks in to apply for a job to grow the business more than you, the owner. How? Did you ever tell these business owners to be employing people if they don't know how to do business? It's not wasting employees' time. This one says, how can someone call makeup petty? Do you know how many men that can die for makeup? Back to the topic. This nonchalant attitude is 70% blame for the employers and 30% for the employees. Lack of supervision and proper management structure can increase nonchalancy at the workplace. When a worker who doesn't get his salary as and when due is denied the basic facilities needed for them to function properly and is always insulted at the slightest opportunity, example, private schools, how do you expect as an employee to give 100%? Impossible. Finally, as long as it is not their own business, then they do it anyhow. Example, government work, also known as civil service. Simply goodness from Malakaya. Christy says, good afternoon, DDW. It is so disheartening to see people treat other people's business with nonchalant attitude. I was in one of the banks few days ago. I saw 6 customer care attendants with their fine cloths seated to attend to customers on a queue that are less than 10 in number, and they were non-efficient enough to respond to those few customers on the queue on time. As the world is going digital now, very soon they will see no one to attend to. Anyone who is not productive in a place of work should resign. Chief Churchill says, good afternoon. At my last job, I was given my all. I even paid for some of my co-workers' transport fee just so they can go back home and come back the next day. I give them money to eat at lunch break, and some of them earn more than I do, but just for us to deliver on the job, I do all that. But you see the owner of the business, he doesn't care. He treats us anyhow, talks to us anyhow. He doesn't appreciate our effort, so I quit. Good afternoon, Denise. Most employers are dubious and are hard tax masters but pay 25k per month in this Tinubu economy. Sometimes they offer months without paying. I used to work in a hotel and I would slave away for 48 hours and I would still have to get food for myself. I would pay transport too. I also believe that I, the employee, should not be more concerned about the state of the business establishment more than my employer. Because why should my employer be unwilling to conduct maintenance in the hotel and expect me to do my job well without the necessary equipment or tools? If he's nonchalant about it, I won't kill myself for 25k per month. Good afternoon, Didi. Welcome back. Thank you. As an employee, no matter the sector you find yourself, one of the key soft skills you must possess is proactiveness. You must be able to anticipate and give feedback either directly or indirectly. Now, some employers don't appreciate that skill or they go deaf to suggestions. How many companies that install suggestions box use or implement things put inside? Every good structure will make sure employees are on their toes, working and well appreciated. And also, employers would love to see the growth of their industry by accepting suggestions and be manageable. As a virtual assistant, they always tell us, have a skill to manage your manager. See, from Rumudara, have a skill to manage your manager. So some managers need managing. All right, this one phrase reads, Ibidabo Kuru boss says, yes, if the company does not make money, how are they going to pay their employee? Price Mawuzi says, I would say yes, because if I don't make profit, how am I going to pay my workers? Interesting. Ernest from Wadi says, first of all, what is the employee in that contract? So Rico says, I spent his life abroad. Oh man. The guy said, if you extend Sunday off, if Muslim Friday is off, health allowance, etc., this was insane. Nigeria